Hi guys, now today we have a question. How would you feel if you found out that you had a Tour de France bike on your wall? That's the question, and let me explain you why I thought about that question. Now, this S. Kelly sticker is probably a dead giveaway for that, as well as this Saint Etienne sticker on the head tube. This frame set, just the frame set, I bought it online for cheap a year ago. I wanted a vintage frame set to build a vintage single speed bike. Now, of course, when you're making a single speed bike, you remove the inserts for the levers. You remove this part right there for the rear derailleur, these inserts, all of that. Now, I bought the frame and I wanted to start to remove all these things. But then I asked myself, hang on, I like the frame. It's a light frame. It's a beautiful frame set. But let me check out this S. Kelly and Saint Etienne sticker on the front. Then I found out that Sean Kelly, forget the sticker. Sean Kelly still is, but was a professional cyclist that rode a bicycle on the Saint Etienne stage in, I believe, 77. All right. Now, this guy is Irish. And as you can see, we have the paint scheme for the Irish flag with the white, the red, or it's kind of pinkish there, but it's red, and the green. And this frame is a Vitus frame, as you can see there, and also there. It is a Vitus frame from 76, I think, 77, one of those years. Everything matches together to make this story. Now, hear me out. I bought the frame knowing nothing online. It arrived, of course, I bought it secondhand. It arrived, it is relatively light. After all, it is double-bedded tubes. It has double-bedded tubes. And it also had the seat post, the seat, the saddle, the stem, and the handlebar. And I bought the frame. I inspected it. It was all right. And then I started searching for the story of Sean Kelly. What happens is that Sean Kelly won the Saint Etienne stage on the Tour de France, I think on 78. However, he rode on 76 and 77 on either Vitus or Flandria bikes. either Vitus bikes or frames or Flandria bikes, because the he was on the Flandria team on those 76 and 77 years. Those were his first years as a professional cyclist, 76 and 77. Then in 78, he switched teams and he won. He actually won the Saint Etienne stage. Now, this bike has, sorry, not the bike, the frame has the paint scheme of the Ireland, the Irish flag. What am I thinking? It is possible that after Sean Kelly, assuming it is this bike, this frame was Sean Kelly's, after he rode, he finished the stage, someone from the team grabbed the bikes and repainted, resprayed the frame. And each one of the frames were painted with the color schemes from the cyclists' flags. All right. Now, this would be Sean Kelly's, so the Irish flag or the Ireland colors. Sean Kelly is at the moment, I think, living in Ireland, but he's a Vitus, the Vitus bikes. He's a Vitus ambassador. He's an ambassador for Vitus bikes, right? Which matches perfectly with this frame set, the being a Vitus. And I sent some emails asking for some info about this bike. I didn't get a reply, but I'm still trying. And when I have an answer or some more info about it, I'll keep you guys posted. However, I bought the frame and then I bought another bike. This bike being the Vitus GPM I have on a playlist on my channel, just for the wheels and the transmission, the gears and the derailleurs. Now, let me show you. I bought the bike because it had these Mavic rims. All right, made in France and something monthly route. It's some really vintage rims. These are tubular, which are correct for the period, for 77. And the hubs, the maker is Galliard, made in France. These are aluminum hubs. Also the rims. However, the spokes, I have to respoke the wheels, and probably in stainless steel, using stainless steel spokes, so they don't rust. And at the time, some of them rode on stainless steels, so it's all right. It's period correct. So I bought that bike just for the wheels, and then for the rear derailleur, I'm not sure if this is a simplex, or I'm not sure of the maker, but this derailleur is in really good condition. It's again period correct, and It may be a Zeus or something. I don't know. This block is from Regina, which is also period correct. Now I have the front derailleur, which is Zeus, but someone broke the collar. So I'm trying to, because it's an old alloy, it's really fragile, and someone broke it. Trying to understand how to clamp it with a broken collar. However, I have the levers. These are Zeus, made in Spain, the same country of the saddle, which is made in Spain too. This could very well be an original saddle. I'm not sure. The the stem is an ITM and the handlebar something else. So everything on this bike is either French. I'm missing the brakes, but it's either French, Spanish, or Italian. The Vacet bike, the Vacet with the GPM inserts, had this crankset, which is it's a kind of a cheapo crankset. It is aluminium, but it's on a cheap side. But it is also period correct, and it's French, so it's all right. Now it had the pedals too. I have the straps. I have new straps to put it, leather straps, and these are made in France too, aluminium ones. So I'm assembling the bike in such a way that it is at least period correct. And if this bike is, let's say it isn't a Sean Kelly's bike, a Sean Kelly bike, all right? So I'm just missing the brakes in order to have a complete period correct bike, all right? With a Vitus bike, all right? There's a bit of work still to be done. I have to find the levers and the calipers. I also have a chain, not there of course because I don't have the front derailleur installed. But if I find the rest of the parts, I have a 70s road bike, complete road bike. All right. So that's that. However, if this is actually a Sean Kelly bike, and most probably the one that he rode on the Saint Etienne stage, hence the front sticker. This bike is really invaluable. This is a really important bike, and the things I bought with the frame set were the seat post, the seat, the stem, and the handlebars. Nothing else. Everything else I'm buying and I'm installing from other bikes or from items I search online. Only period correct, not actually the ones that the models and so that could be used on, or that were used on the bikes that rode the Tour de France stages at the time. So for now, I'm just trying to assemble everything with period correct parts. If I find out that this is the actual Sean Kelly's frame set, the frame from the bike he used. Now, the wheels most probably are almost exactly like the ones he used, because they used Mavic and tubular rims, so that part is all right. But then I'll have to search for either Campagnolo parts or something in order to complete and assemble an exact replica of the parts, not the bike, but the parts he used at the time. But then again, this is the one. This is the original Sean Kelly bike he used on his second year as a professional cyclist. And Sean Kelly is one of the most important cyclists uh, of the whole time we have, or in recent times in cycling history. So if that's the case, this is once in a lifetime something, once in a lifetime, let's call it gift. And I'm really happy with the possibility of it being the case. And I'll keep you guys posted on either the news or the parts I'm searching and still I'm missing, for instance, the respoking of the wheels, fixing the front derailleur, and putting everything together. So there's a lot of work still to go onto this bike, but I'll keep you guys posted on every front. And if I have any information about the Saint Etienne stage on the Tour de France, please keep it on the comments below. Also, subscribe, like the video, and I see you guys on the next one. Take care.